I mean, look, the Espinoza stuff is weird. You know, you have a guy who's running a network. You know, like Stephen Espinoza, we've had a good relationship with Anthony Joshua. Obviously, that contract is up with Showtime. Joshua is a free agent in terms of his US TV. In our spats, Stephen Espinoza confirmed that Deontay Wilder is not under contract with Showtime. So you've got this super fight between Joshua and Wilder. Neither fighter under contract with Showtime, yet he's sticking his nose in, siding with Wilder. So that's okay. I don't really, none of this stuff I take personally, because it's all a game, it's all a charade. You know, Shakespeare said all the world's a stage, and we're all muppets, we're puppets, we're actors in this boxing play, if you like. So Espinoza pipes up, you know, I was looking for Conor McGregor at the time to help me out, but I guess Wilder or Joshua looks at Espinoza and thinks, wow. And then you've got this other guy, Brendan Schwab, or whatever, you know, coming in. This is the whole Showtime propaganda now. Oh, we've got the baddest man on the planet. Joshua's avoiding him. Everyone's avoiding Deontay Wilder. So this helps them, you know. So I think all those little dynamics only make the fight bigger when it does happen. Like, you imagine when this press conference finally drops and you've got me, Joshua, Shelley Finkel, maybe Lou DiBella, Wilder, it'll be carnage. And that is part of the hype, that is part of the charade, as I said, in these big fights. You know, you look at fights like Canelo-Golovkin, which is a brilliant fight. They haven't had a press conference to announce the fight because they didn't want one. I mean, like, that is so frustrating. You've got a fight that originally is just built out of two excellent world champions. Now you've got a fight that is built out of hate, that is built out of controversy, that is built out of potentially lies, and all you've got to do is get them together. You know, that for me is a way how you build fights, how you build pay-per-views. You know, to say, oh, they're not going to do a press conference, they'll see each other on Fight Week. You're not explaining or telling the narrative of this story. So for me, the Showtime stuff, the Espinoza stuff, the Wilder stuff, the Shelley Finkel stuff, that just adds to the pot. What you must never let happen is ego get in the way of good business. And that's, I think, my strongest point. I'm not sure that's the same for Deontay Wilder. So as far as us and Anthony Joshua are concerned, we've agreed a deal with Deontay Wilder. We've given you the contract, mirroring the terms that you've agreed. It's all down to you, my friend. But now, maybe Wilder's taken it personally. Maybe Wilder's looked at his bank account and thought, how am I WBC heavyweight world champion? How am I 41-0? And how am I making peanuts in relation to what I should be making? You know, he launches personal attacks on me, oh, this guy, this promoter. Mate, if I had Deontay Wilder, you can times those numbers by 5 overnight. This is a guy who's a good fighter, a good talker. He looks the part. He's an American heavyweight world champion. No one knows who he is. You know, he's lacking a promoter big time. And I'm trying to help him in that respect. So I'm hoping that a lot of the bluster that he gives off is not necessarily real bluster. Because if it is, it will delude his mind to not sign the fight, which is not what we want.
Well, can this fight happen if he sticks firm with the 50-50
no,
split?
Certainly not. No, but that's the initial, you know, the fight's not happening, everyone's calling me out, I'm this, I'm that. Listen, everybody knows. I mean, this for me is a 70-30 fight, okay? You've got a guy who has 4 world championship belts and a guy who has 1 world champ, and he has 2 belts, the WBC world championship and the Instagram heavyweight world championship of the world. That's a new belt that I've created for him. So 70-30, in my opinion, you got a guy who's making 10 times what the other guy's making. So, but I'm not disrespecting Wilder. Like, he is a great fighter. He has massive value in the fight. He's a world champion. And we want that belt. So I felt like 70-30 was fair. I see some other stuff saying it should be 65-35. Lennox said it should be 60-40. So 50-50 is like, it's not even, there won't even be a discussion. So we'll see. We're going to fight Povetkin. He will fight someone else. And then we will reconvene. But in the meantime, Deontay Wilder could sign the contract today and the fight would be done. So the fact that he's agreed all these terms and now he won't sign the contract gives me a very good indication of the truth and the reality of the situation.